As the 9th and 10th seeds of the Eastern Conference battle for a chance at the NBA playoffs. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. You look at Chicago, favored in this elimination game. Greg, win, they play again. Lose, they go home.
And you just can't look ahead. Just focused on the moment. Value each possession. That's really all you can control.
Now, Hero. Here's Wiggins. It's rebounded by Giddey. Outside, White. He takes it in. That shot off. Great D that time from Adebayo. Hero passes to Ware. Wiggins with it. Shoots over Vucevic. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And with that mid-range jumper, Wiggins has the lift to shoot over almost anyone.
And here is Giddey. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's White. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Giddey. Vucevic is screen on Wiggins. Here's Giddey. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Now, they were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
That free throw good from Giddey. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture with the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part because they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Hero with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Hero against Giddey. A baseline J, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor.
Ball with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here is Robinson. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
And it's Ball penetrating, and Ball slams it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Chicago leading. Down low, here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Now, Hero, a dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Count it, good. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Now Hero. Pass to Robinson. Back to Hero. Here's Ware. Vucevic defending. 6 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. Ware, no good. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 3-point lead. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
You see yourself on the screen? You should watch the best moves. Let's go.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Buzelis. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Lonzo Ball. The Heat trail by 5. Burks the pass to Love. Now here's Adebayo. That's in there. Love with the assist.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
White the pass to Williams. Now Smith. Pass to Huerter. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it up. It's Adebayo with the rebound. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Larson. Back to Mitchell. That's a pick by Love. Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Williams scanning the floor. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls out front, up 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Mitchell against Giddey. In the corner, Smith with it. Collins passes to Herter. Goes back up. Rebound by the Heat. Mitchell outside. Pass to Larson. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Here's Herter. He's off on that one. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. From outside, off the mark. So for Chicago, their last game will win against the 76ers. Williams passes to Herter. Off target from three-point range. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Only given up 2 points this quarter. To the left wing. Anderson passes to Larson. Anderson the screen. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Excellent D there from Williams.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Giddey. That's tipped. Stolen by Mitchell. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. It's good. And that's now 7 points for Tyler Hero.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Buzelis comes in for Jalen Smith. Kobe White, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Williams. The Bulls have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Giddey. From down in the low post, it goes. Giddey's got his third basket of the night. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now, here is Robinson. He has yet to score. Wiggins surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. Hero passes to Ware. With the clock winding down, and he dunks it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Giddey against Robinson. Pass to Buzelis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And the Bulls making a change here. Smith has checked in. The Heat with the lead. Adebayo with a screen on Ball. Hero passes to Adebayo. The shot off that time. Smith with some nice deep. For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. To the middle. Outside, Ball. Screen by Smith from downtown. And Ball is good for 3. Ball's got 7 points.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique. But, man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Here's Ware. Last game he had 13. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. Here's Vucevic after Tyler Hero's bucket. In the corner, it's Buzelis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now, Hero, he's got 9. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Over in the corner, White to the left side wing. Here's Ball, and the shot goes in. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Robinson for 3, traps in the tray. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The Heat, 26.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Chicago Bulls.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. It all comes down to this: a closely contested game to keep their playoff hopes alive. Big fella.
So this doesn't count as playoffs yet, right? It's just a play-in.
It's very simple, Shaq. This is the play-in. They're trying to make the playoffs.
Hoping that clears things up. We'll get the hang of it eventually.
Oh.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Hi, everyone. Glad to have you back for third quarter action of the play-in game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Giddey. Drops in the layup for two. Giddey's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bulls. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 2. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Buzelis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Robinson's gone a perfect 2-2 from the arc. Pass to Giddey. Puts it up from 15. That shot off the mark.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always try to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Adebayo with a screen on Ball. Over to the left wing. Ware passes to Adebayo. Wiggins with it, takes the 3. The shot, no good. Pass the ball. Inside, Vucevic. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Ware. Now Wiggins. Clock at 6. There's the try. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
Oh, clever drive there by Wiggins, slipping inside and then drawing the contact on the shot.
And the first one drops. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. checked in for the Bulls. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass the ball. And Ball gets double teamed. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 10.
Foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Smith with a screen on Hero. Here's Giddey.
And you love how much heart Bam plays with defensively, working overtime on that possession.
They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Now, Hero. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Ware. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ware's got 7 points in the game. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's a one-point game. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Pass to Ware. Outside, Hero. In the corner, it's Robinson. And the three off target. Chicago leading by 4. Here's White. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 4 rebounds now tonight. We've got 1:28 left in the third. They set the screen. Stolen by Ball. In transition, here come the Bulls. And Giddey gets it to go. 15 points in the game.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Pass to Adebayo. Sweet move, and Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, White. Giddey kicks to Williams. White setting the pig for Williams. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. Anderson, he's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Tyler Hero. Now, here's Adebayo. Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
First one falls for him.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Chicago making a switch here. Collins is checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Burks is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's White. And the layup falls. And the Bulls lead by 4.
You got to commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Herder against Burks. Adebayo with the ball. 7 points in the game. Pass to Burks. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Larson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Larson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we're back, a lot on the line for this playing game with 1 quarter left to go. Is with a wide open look. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Well, Chicago has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Herder passes to Giddey. Collins kicks to Herder. Jaquez with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, Hero. Anderson with the screen for Hero. Back to Anderson to take the lead. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wants to get it to Herder and does. Outside Williams. Giddey sets the pick for Williams. Pass to Smith. Beyond the arc. Larson with the rebound. Miami trailing. Now Hero. The kick out to Anderson. Jaquez against Collins. Jaquez can't hit. The Bulls shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Pass to Collins. And he drops it in from the low post. Collins has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Bulls. Hero on the wing. He's defended by Herder. Anderson with the screen for Hero. Jaquez with the ball. Anderson a screen on Smith. The shot's good. And here is Giddey. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Kobe White, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Ball subbed in for Williams. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now, Adebayo. After the missed three from Vucevic, double team on Adebayo. 3-on-3. Giddey kicks to White. Pass to Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. There's Hero with the three. Ball with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest him cleanly.
At the line for two, Kobe White.
That one is off.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And he's good on the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Now, here's Adebayo. T right on him to tie it up. Chicago grabs the miss. White goes in. Giddey, good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 5th rebound in this one. For the finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Hero. After the Bulls pick up 2. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and again it's the Heat missing. Pass to Giddey. Lets it go from deep. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
Take a break. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And a wide open look here for Wiggins, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And what a huge bucket from Wiggins. The Canadian has continued to build confidence and now wants the big shot.
Now here's Vucevic.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Hero passes to Robinson. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Hero against Vucevic. Vucevic with the block.
Well-timed by Vucevic. Not a sitter who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
14 foul. At the line for Chicago, Lonzo Ball, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson for 3. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
He hits the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Give yourself a round of applause.
.20 seconds left in the 4th. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Hero from long range. And it's White with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for the Bulls, Kobe White, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called, the Heat. They're down by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Highsmith.
And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
At the line for the Bulls, Josh Giddey. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And the Chicago Bulls get the big-time win. And all they need is one more win to secure their spot in the playoff bracket.
That's right. I mean, you know they're going to be riding high off the adrenaline of this win. Not sure I'd want to face them in what is now a single elimination game.
And that puts a cap on it. Glad to have you with us for all the drama of the play-in tournament. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Josh Giddey.